So this is Caring Hands Phlebotomy Services. This is a mobile phlebotomy services. It's used when you're unable to leave your home to achieve lab work for the doctor's office. Some things about Caring Hands. Our mission is to provide compassionate, quality home health care, lab care in your home. So the thing about Caring Hands is we're new to the genre. Well, mobile phlebotomy is not a new genre, but we're new to the. I am new to the independent world of phlebotomy, and it's been working. We started in 2020, and I've had 3 years of service so far with Caring Hands, and I've been able to achieve a lot of different things with different patients of mine and allowing them to receive good quality health care. So, what is phlebotomy? Phlebotomy is a process that most doctors use to figure out what is actually wrong with you. Like, your doctors wouldn't know exactly what to narrow down your sickness or your diagnosis without the phlebotomy procedure. So, the procedure is someone, a phlebotomy technician or a nurse, would simply draw blood from your vein and the blood that goes into the tubes, and the tubes are sent to the lab for testing to better equip, lock down what's going on with your business. Mobile phlebotomy. So this is the area that's really important with Caring Hands Phlebotomy Services. Mobile phlebotomy is pretty much phlebotomy wherever you're at, wherever is a need for you to go to as far as your home, work, nursing home facilities. Mobile phlebotomists just travel to you. So that's just the area as far as mobile phlebotomy. So you can get the same services you would get in an outpatient as far as quest, lab court, or in an outpatient hospital setting that you can get in your home. So the benefits of Caring Hands Phlebotomy is, like I was saying before, it's mobile. So therefore, we get to travel to you to actually achieve your lab work. And it's convenient because Caring Hands Phlebotomy Services is built on your schedule or based on around your schedule. Certified technician, because we all been there before. We don't like to go to get pricked over and over again when you're getting blood work done. It's very nerve wracking. It's very uh, like it's called, it affects people very well if you don't know what you're doing. So to be a certified phlebotomist, it shows that you're confident in what you're doing. So reliable, it's easy and it's reliable for you because we get to travel to you on your time, on your experience. You can go simply book if you're home on a Saturday morning, you can book it on a Saturday morning. If you're off on a Tuesday noon, you can book it at home at noon time. So that therefore it's reliable. We're also safe because we use different measures to make sure that your lab work is labeled properly. It is also labeled properly, and we also make sure that we have exactly what we need to get you tested. Compassionate care, because you want your phlebotomist. I don't know if you've ever been to a phlebotomy place at 6 o'clock in the morning and you run into an angry, hungry phlebotomist, and that is not a pleasant thing, and it often frightens people to like delay their health care, and they don't want to go into a phlebotomy setting because it's just like got to deal with these angry phlebotomists. So one of the things that I like to do is just make sure I care about my patients. I learn about my patients. I learn about what's going on with them. And it's more of a one-on-one experience with my patients. So why choose Caring Hands? The reason why you choose Caring Hands is because nobody wants to wake up at a Saturday morning hungry, fasting, and have to travel to a lab place to receive lab work. And I don't know about you, but when I go to lab for myself or Quest Diagnostics, it's a lot of wait time. And I don't want to wait in there. And I know I'm a phlebotomist myself, and I know the challenges of waiting. And familiarity, you're comfortable with me. Like most of my patients are return patients. I've had patients since my entire 3 years of working with them, and they're like family. So it's like really a good one-on-one thing. It's also convenient. It works around your schedule. Whenever you're ready to go for your phlebotomy, you just book it with me, and then I'll come and draw your blood and then submit it to a lab for you. About me. So I am D. I go. My name is Denara Charles. I'm a certified phlebotomist. I was certified at the Delaware Technical Community College in Wilmington, Delaware. I also am a graduate of the Wilmington Job Corps here in Wilmington. Phlebotomy, I have worked in several different fields in phlebotomy. I have worked at the Quest Diagnostics. I've worked in outpatient service centers. I have experience with IV. I'm also a certified IV technician, as well as nursing home experience. I have a lot of bedside experience, as well as outpatient. The reason I started carrying heme phlebotomy service is because I'm also a caregiver. So the aim of this is to actually appeal to the caregiver versus and as also help the patient, but it's more for a convenience. If you're disabled and you have like disabled parents or things like that, it's more hard for you to be able to circle your life around their life. So I totally understand that and I totally get that. And working in an outpatient service center, I understood so many stories. I heard so many different reasons why they delayed on their health care. They couldn't come in and get work done because they just couldn't fit it in the schedule. So that's one of the reasons why I kind of passionate about my business because I understood the need for what it is I did. So this is different operations. How you guys we get the lab work. The doctor's orders are mostly referral from doctors or patient word of mouth. That's how we get a lot of our patients. Doctors will send over your lab slip, they'll rec or via fax or email. Once I get the rec, I will contact you and make sure that we set up. Your doctor sent over lab work. It's time to set up for your lab work. When you want to book, I'll send over the link, and that's pretty much how it goes. Or you'll contact me, and I'll send you a link, and you schedule on your turn. So this is pretty much the scheduling process. I use primarily Square or word of mouth, like they'll call and schedule an appointment. A lot of our senior patients call and schedule, and I get to talk to them and catch up with them. So you can either call through or schedule through Square. This is another reason. This is another very important detail of why I said it's safe. All of our tubes are labeled with your date of birth, name, date, time, and also my initials or the phlebotomist's initials. And they're also LabCorp has a rec that make sure that we have exactly what you need. We'll put your order in, your information, and all your testing listed that your doctor required, and it'll tell us exactly what tube we have to pick and exactly how to prepare and mix this sample up. So that's another reason that makes us safe. And the technology that we use at LabCorp is called AccuFlow, and it tells us exactly what we need, exactly what to do with it, mix it, how whatever we need to do the process to make sure it gets to the lab at lab quality. Here are some of the basic tests that we perform. Have you ever went to your doctor's office and then he said, "Oh, I need a lipid panel and you have to fast," or "I need a CMP or CMD." I also do work in different lab spots and I do PRP testing. PRP testing is very important. It helps you regenerate your skin. It's a lot of different testing that you can do. It's kind of open for phlebotomy. The pricing for our draws right now are $50 to $60 depending on the service. Some services are 50 depending on age, ranking, and as well as service. We have a PRP specialist that we do for doctors that I go to certain doctors' offices and I draw in a PRP, and as well as for the patients. The patient's basic draws is between $50 and $60, and the traveling fee is 58 cents a mile to travel. Fast orders are very important. They're like same day orders. If we have to get them done that day, that means like everything drops, and I have to make sure that that order is in. So this is why the price point is a little bit higher because it just freezes everything because it lets us know that this is more important than not more important, but it's a very priority patient. We accept patients from cash, cards, Venmo, Cash App, Venmo. Like we accept pretty much everything. Being with as though we deal with different age ranges, a lot of people don't carry cash, so we just tend to do that for them. So all of your services that you pay for to me is private paid. The only thing that you pay your insurance pay for with your testing is your actual testing. The draw fee is pretty much my for me. It helps me, allows me to go over your testing, make sure everything is perfect, make sure everything is exact, and let you know exactly what to do. So pretty much everything, all the fees are pretty much to me or to the company, and then everything else is pretty much your medical testing is pretty much tested through your doctor, through your health insurance. So this is the contact information if you have to get in contact with you, our phone number, fax, or email. We are on social media. We currently have a 5-star Google rating as well as Facebook and Instagram. We both you can find us on there as Karen Hands Phleb. That's pretty much how you look us up on social media. We have a great following on the social media. Some of the accounts have over 300 plus following. I really want to help grow that and make sure everyone is accessible to Karen Hands and Reach Karen Hands.